Right, over the last couple of days, you've heard a lot about certain people being on the list, on the Epstein files. Certain celebrities, former presidents, prime ministers, and even a former Israeli prime minister. There's been a lot of allegations about Jeffrey being either FBI asset, FBI agent, Mossad asset, or Mossad agent, or maybe an agent from various intelligence services, right? But we have some more information because we have a former Mossad agent, Ari Ben Menashe, who's come out to claim that Jeffrey was actually a spy for Israel and used his connections to gather information. Claimed that he trafficked obviously these young girls for politicians and former foreign presidents and well-known prime ministers and all the other guys so he could blackmail them. And that was the main point. The former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak reportedly met with Epstein over 30 times, right? And now, according to this guy, the former agent of Mossad, he's actually come out to say the whole point of the game wasn't just the criminality and immorality of it, was actually to use this to gather enough blackmail material on every single powerful person. This is according to the former Mossad agent.
At some point, head of military intelligence in Israel. He apparently was very friendly with Epstein. And he probably would have known about it.
The problem, Ari, with your accusations and allegations are that you're not providing any evidence that Israel was part of running Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, again, Maxwell was working for Israel. Epstein was working for Maxwell at the time, and he was introduced to Maxwell's daughter, and they were introduced to Israeli intelligence.
So this is where it's all coming from, because of Robert Maxwell, the father of obviously the Maxwell that you know who's in prison. And everything goes back to these allegations. A lot of these allegations came out over the last few years without concrete evidence. Sometimes you could have certain evidence, sometimes smoking gun exists, right? So it could be true, it could not be true, but it's about reporting it. So you got the mainstream media, for example, reporting one side. You got some of the new media outlets reporting one side. But what I try to do on this channel, report everything and tell you should make up your own mind. Don't even let me tell you what to think. Because sometimes I have a view on something. Sometimes I have my own opinion, which I could add. Sometimes I say, I'm just going to report what I heard. We don't know what's happening. We don't know exactly what the truth is yet. But going back to Jeffrey, we also have a former US attorney in Miami, Alexander Kusta, who cut Epstein a non-prosecution plea deal in 2007, claiming that he was actually told to back off. He claimed that he was informed that Jeffrey belonged to the intelligence. That means either the actual FBI or CIA or wider level. So his links and connections is not really just about one country. So certain people want to use it as a political game, saying, oh, well, I heard on Twitter that he was a Mossad agent, so let's use this to undermine the Jews and Israel, saying, let's just attack Israel. Or vice versa. If something comes out that he also had a meeting with Putin, people would say, those who don't like Putin would say, let's use this to undermine Russia, saying, see, was Russia doing it the whole time? Or those who don't like Biden would say, well, he had a connection with Biden, blah, blah. It's not really about that. Forget about your own biases, because this goes much deeper than just one country or one leader that you like or dislike.